Jonathan Daltrey.
Thank you very much, Nick. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to commentate on and to welcome you to the grand final of the Kennel Club's Kennel Gazette Junior Warrant Competition, Crufts 2012. Each of the young dogs that you will see today has attained the acclaimed Kennel Club Award of Junior Warrant winner. To gain a Junior Warrant, each dog will have amassed a total of 25 points, won at either championship shows or open shows, whilst between the age of 6 and 18 months. Every breed class at a championship show will gain the dog 3 points, whilst at an open show a win counts for 1 point, with the proviso that at least 3 dogs are present in each of the classes competed in. Once the all-important Junior Warrant is achieved, these young dogs gain their Kennel Club Subbook number 2 and have the initials JW after their names in every show catalogue. To qualify for this grand final, the Junior Warrant winners must then compete in open show heats where 5 competitors are selected in each heat, making over 60 dogs who go forward to the semi-final held at Discover Dogs at Earl's Court in November. At these semi-finals there are 2 judges and 2 rings. Graham Hill and Martin Phillips were our judges there, and it was their job to choose just 5 finalists from each of their rings to give us the 10 qualifiers for tonight's grand final. So before we see these Junior All-Stars, it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce your judge for the competition, Espen Eng, escorted into the ring by Gerald King, Chairman of the Crufts Committee. No stranger to Crufts, Espen Eng from Norway judged here in 2002 and also last year in 2011. Famous in his homeland of Norway for his successful greyhound kennel and show prefix of Jets, Espen and his partner are also involved with Afghans, Whippets and more recently Griffon Bruxellois. Approved by the Kennel Club to award challenge certificates in 40 breeds, as well as 3 groups and best in show. Let's hear it please for Espen Eng. And the first of our finalists tonight, the first of our 2 gun dogs, the Irish Setter. The second gun dog, the English Springer Spaniel. The first of our 4 finalists from the pastoral group, the Australian Shepherd. The Bearded Collie. The Border Collie. The Samoyed. And from the working group, the Alaskan Malibus. The first of our Siberian Huskies. The next Siberian Husky. And the last of the finalists is from the toy group, the Chinese Crufts. So while Espen takes his first look at these Junior All-Stars, we have 2 gun dog representatives. We have 4 from the pastoral group, 3 from the working group, and 1 toy. It's certainly some achievement for these young dogs to have amassed the necessary 25 points to achieve that very, very important Junior Warrant. So the first dog I'm going to have a closer examination of is the Irish Setter. Owned by Tanya Gardner, this young male is called Mayfred Mr. Moondance. Known at home as Fergal, which is a good old Irish boy's name, Fergal is a bit of a clown. He throws his water bowl in the air when he's finished drinking, and even when there's still water left in it, so you have to be careful you don't get soaked. He qualified at the Nidderdale show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Fergal, the Irish setter. So we're going to see Fergal go all the way around to join on. Let's hear it one more time for Maidred Mr. Moondance, aka Fergal. Now in the spotlight, it's our second young dog. Dex Spinella, It's About Time. Owned by Steve and Wendy Walker, this English Springer is known as Mac. He's another lad, and he qualified at one of my local shows, Ashford and Faversham. Wendy described him as never ever putting a foot wrong. In fact, you could almost call him angelic. The English Springer Spaniel, Mac. And around he goes. Let's hear it for Dex Spinella, It's About Time. So the first of the four finalists from the pastoral group, the Australian Shepherd. Allmark Tina Turner is her name. She's the first of our female finalists, and she qualified at the Leicester City Open Show. Tina is owned by Neil Allen, Janet Collins, Robert Harlow, and Natalie Gregory. Tina loves walking and running on the glorious beaches of the beautiful island of Jersey, where she lives with her brothers. Handled today by Angie Allen, Tina's breeder. Let's hear it for her. Ladies and gentlemen, Allmark Tina Turner. Now Eston's going to have a look at the bearded collie. This is Yogi. He's another male. He's owned by Jodie, Anne and Frank Harrison. And in the show ring, he goes by the name of His and Hers Diamond Geezer at Amfranjo. Yogi qualified at the Eastbourne show and loves nothing better than playing with his rugby ball in the garden and tackling whoever gets in his way. So as we see Yogi move, let's applaud him and his handler, Jodie Harrison. And round he goes. His and Hers Diamond Geezer at Amfranjo. Yogi. The Border Collie. Tonkery Zeezy Peasy. Owned by Ian and Kim Locke. He's known at home as Louis. He's quite a possessive chappie, is Louis. He loves nothing more than carrying as many of his personal belongings as he possibly can in his mouth at one time. A world record was 8 bonios. He qualified along with Tina, who we saw earlier at the Leicester City show. So let's hear it for Ian Locke and Louis. As he goes round, Tonkery ZZ Peasy. So just after halfway through the competition, we see the Samoyed. Known at home as Dan the Man, Dan qualified at the Stafford Open show. In the show ring, his name is champion Nikira Diamond Dancer, and he's owned by Val Freer and Sue Smith. And it's Sue who's handling him today. This young man, Dan, is an escape artist. He can open doors when it suits him, but he's quite versatile because he also works in harness. Is in actual fact one of the lead dogs. Let's hear it for Dan and Sue Smith. As he goes round to join the others, Nikara Diamond Dancer known as Dan. And the first of the dogs from the working group, the Alaskan Malamutes. This young boy, Keush, as he's known at home, means baby bear in Alaskan. Well, this baby bear qualified at the Hawley Open show, and Keush likes nothing better than the sound of his own voice. Known in the ring as champion and Maltese champion Equinox Budrum Polani Uzvit, he's handled by Sergio Bebiano. Sergio and his wife Charlene own the dog. They say he's an absolute character at home. And there you go, he likes the sound of his own voice. Let's hear it for Keush. Ladies and gentlemen, the Alaskan Malamutes. Now we see Eskimo Prince of Fallon, a Siberian Husky, owned by Sheldon and Caroline Stout, and handled by Abby Stout. At home, Prince of Fallon is known as Goose. This boy lives with his brother Maverick, and those amongst you who are film buffs will realise that both Goose and Maverick are call signs from the film Top Gun. Goose qualified at Stafford, along with Dan the Samoyed, who we saw earlier. So let's hear it for Goose. Eskimo Prince of Fallon. Another Siberian Husky here. This is Sola. She's keeping Tina company in the female stakes. Known in the ring as champion Siberia Sky Bright Borealis of Pellenrise. She's owned by Pat and Helen Taylor, and it's Helen Taylor who's handling Sola today. Sola has passed her Good Citizen Award and even works in harness and races at rallies too. It was at the Pollard Show that Sola qualified for this final tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Sola. The Siberian Husky, Siberia Sky Bright Borealis of Pellenrise. And the last of the finalists from the toy group is the Chinese Crested. Brialis Trick or Treat, owned by Elsie Moyes, Gail Hunter, and Thomas Daveney. It's Gail Hunter who's handling today. She's the third of the girls in the competition, and her name at home is Pixie. And Pixie likes nothing better than visiting the patients in hospital with her mum, entertaining and cuddling up to them. She just loves being spoiled. Pixie qualified at the Lothian Show. Let's hear it for Gail Hunter and Pixie. The Chinese Crested Brialis Trick or Treat. So that completes Espeneng's first look at the grand finalists in the Kennel Gazette Junior Warrant Competition, Crufts 2012. And whilst Espen takes one final look at the dogs altogether, it's 7-3 in favour of the boys. Very soon, we will know who Espen has chosen as his overall winner. Our representatives from the Gundog Group, Pastoral Group, Working Group and Toy Groups have put up a fabulous show this evening. So Espen's had one look at all of them now. And as the boards come out, very soon we will know who the winner of Crufts 2012 is for the Kennel Gazette Junior Warrant Competition. And it is the Samoyed. And in runner-up spot, it's the Irish setter. A big round of applause to the other competitors in this final, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Espen, too. So the winner of the Kennel Gazette Junior Warrant Final is the Samoyed with the Irish setter runner-up. Presenting the trophy to the winner is Kathy Gorman, Managing Director of Foss Data, the company that handles and processes all our entries at Crufts, escorted into the ring by Gerald King, Chairman of the Crufts Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the winners. Champion Nikara Diamond Dancer, Junior Warrant. With the Irish setter Manfred Mr. Moondance Junior Warrant runner-up. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take them round and hear a final applause for the winner of the Kennel Gazette Junior Warrant Competition, Crufts 2012.